having been on the show, how cool it would be to now have so many close friends that live all over the country that the minute we're together, it's like we're best friends because we have
Yeah.
this shared bond
Experience.
that,
Yeah.
and, I mean, we gush over things like, well, I landed on this letter, or, oh, I hit the bankrupt, and all of us are riveted. But in real life, you tell those stories and they're like, yeah, but did you win? Like, oh, yeah, oh, cool.
Exactly.
Nobody
Because they
wants
don't
the
get it. They
details.
don't understand.
Oh yeah. Well,
Right.
even I think just not even like now, like when I think just being on the show, they're like, but dude, you were still on with. I know like Ryan will be on soon, but it's like, dude, you got to be on with Pat,
Mhm.
like, and like I watched him like with my parents and so
Yeah.
that's the thing because even like I said like, oh, but I didn't get the outcome I wanted. People are like, but dude, like you still got to do it more than once, like
Yep.
you
It's
know.
huge.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I was like, yeah, you're right. I look at the bright side, but look, any words that trigger me, I can't look at them. look, I can't have Splenda. I can't. No, I have to turn that
Yeah.
away. I don't wake up at night. I don't wake up the same no more. No, anytime I wake up, I'm like, man, if I would have thought of this earlier, I'd be happier.
So, are you
All the coulda,
interested in going on any other game shows?
yeah. So I've actually done two others
Yeah,
since
weren't you on
Wheel.
People Puzzler?
Yeah, I was on People
Okay.
Puzzler, and that was 2 years after. And of course, I don't think they're even filming that anymore, and nobody's heard of that. So when I tell everybody I was on People Puzzler, they're like, "Yeah, I don't know, I don't know that at all." But Game Show Network. But that was fun. I won that, so I got to the $10,000, and the bonus round of that one, the puzzles were like written for me. Like it was one of those like moments where you're like, these questions couldn't fit me better. That I got super lucky. So that was 2 years ago. And then I just recently did another. I'm actually probably not supposed to talk about it yet because it doesn't air until September, but just another local little one here in LA.
Okay, I guess we'll see when it comes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So,
Anyone you want to do?
Oh, $100,000 pyramid, 1000% is the one I want to be on more than anything.
yeah,
I
just
actually
apply to
auditioned for
that.
that. Yeah, I auditioned for that the year that Jesse got on, and we were kind of messaging back and forth about it, and kind of at the same level of interviews and Zoom calls, and then I remember the day she called me and was like, "Yeah, I got like they're doing my background check," and I was like, "Oh, I'm out." So I got the sorry we didn't pick you letter, and then the next
Okay, at
year,
least I sent you a letter. At least I sent you a letter.
yeah, well, email. I guess it was
Or
an
email,
email.
yeah, because
So I was like,
because I tried out actually before Will, I did try for Price is Right because actually they were doing virtual
right.
auditions during COVID. And the weird thing was it was like the guy liked me, he was like, oh yeah, so we'll give you like a tape made in like 3 weeks. And I
And
never
crickets. Yeah.
if anything, you could have just said there was no space. I would have took that.
Right. Just give me a yes or no, so I'm not waiting.
Give me a yes or no, so I'm not checking my email like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's okay. I'm actually all those prizes I don't really want anyway. So
Right. Yeah, and you got to think about that now, having won, on Wheel of Fortune and seeing what it is like with the taxes and everything. Like,
yeah,
some of those shows, I'm like, I don't know that I actually want to win those because it'll cost me more than the actual prize.
yeah. Because that's the thing. Because I was like, you know what? I just want a trip and some money. That's all I want. If the game don't have that, I'm gonna have to pass.
Yep.
And just say bye bye.
I mean, it's still always a really cool experience. So, I'll do them for the fun anyway, but definitely, I don't know that anything will ever reach the status that Wheel of Fortune did for me or for my life.
All right. I agree. I agree with that. So if you could give advice to anybody who's interested in being on a game show, what advice would you give to them?
Well, first of all, just do it. I think a lot of people just get nervous and they won't try. Oh, silly, or oh, I wouldn't be good on TV, or oh, I'll be embarrassed. I'm like, you know what? You only live once. Get out there and try. It doesn't. The worst thing that can happen is either you don't get picked, or you get picked and you make a fool of yourself. But then you have a story to tell. So, give it a shot. There's no harm in trying. It's an amazing experience. But then once it comes time to actually audition, if it's something that you're into, I mean, it's all about personality. all of these Wheel of Fortune contestants have like great stories, great personality, great energy. Like you can't go and just be meek and mild and think that they're gonna like be like, oh, but you're really smart, we'll pick you. Or, you know, it's all about bringing that television energy and that enthusiasm that they want. So, you know, when you're auditioning for anything, like just go all out. Don't get timid, have fun, and show who you are.